All right, guys, went back today with some insanely tough armor from BulletSafe. This is their brand new level 4 standalone ballistic plate, and it's rated to stop up to 30-06 AP. That is pretty darn awesome. The other cool thing is it's not going to break the bank. If you're looking for some of the toughest armor at affordable prices, you'll definitely want to check out BulletSafe, but especially this plate in particular. They are on sale down from $240 to $199, and I have the code 704TACTICAL for 10% off, making the plates $180. They also have free size exchanges for 30 days and free shipping on orders over $100. Also, orders placed before 12 p.m. Central Standard Time ship the same day for the in-stock items. That's pretty cool. Let's talk about the specs and features of this plate, but more importantly, we're going to take it down to the range and shoot it with rounds that generally defeat level 3 and level 3 plus armor to see if this level 4 armor can stop it. I'm really excited about that. When we're looking at armor like this, there's a few things that I want to take into consideration. Is one, the NIJ certification. This is NIJ certified and it's a listed model. It's made in the USA and it stops most of the rounds from the AR, AKs, including the AP 30-06. Again, we'll be testing that down at the range, so you don't have to take my word for it or the website's word for it. This also has a shooter's cut to it, and it's a curved plate. So it's very comfortable inside a plate carrier, and it's actually very forgiving in a plate carrier because of these smoothed out and rounded edges, so it conforms very nicely and it fills up a plate carrier. They sent a few plates out to the channel for us to try, and I've been wearing them in a just generalized plate carrier with no issues whatsoever, so they carry and fit well. Now, generally plates, especially budget plates with level 4, do weigh a lot. And this one comes in at 7.5 pounds, so not the heaviest I've reviewed. But again, for something like that you're not going to be wearing all day, that's not an issue whatsoever. If you're going to be somebody wearing plates on a daily basis constantly, level 4 plates might be a little bit much for you to bear all day, unless you're a lot tougher than the average guy. But for somebody who wants to keep this in the trunk of their car, inside their gun safe, or maybe under their bed for emergency situations, throwing a level 4 plate setup on is no big deal for the limited time you're going to be wearing it. And having that peace of mind knowing that it can stop all of those very large and fast flying calibers is pretty awesome. But that's pretty much the nutshell or the basics of this plate. But let's head down to the range and blast it with a few rounds, and then I'll summarize after that. I'm really excited to do these kind of like insane torture tests on these plates, so let's see what it can stop. We've got the plate down at the range, and we're going to set it up against this crate with a water jug inside, and we'll also be able to check for backface deformation since this is not mounted to anything completely rigid. Let's start shooting it with some fast flying 5.56. We're going to be starting with a 20-inch barrel with XM 193 5.56. This is insanely fast flying out of a 20-inch barrel, and this is the ammo I use to actually test out steel armor because most of the time it penetrates right through level 3 and sometimes even level 3 plus armor, so it is a good test. We are not going to start off with any short barrel stuff or any smaller calibers. We're just going to hit it with the stuff that penetrates the level 3 items. Let's see how it does. And this is why you pick level 4 armor. It stopped it with no issues whatsoever, and there's almost zero backface deformation. I want to take a quick second to just talk about how impressive this is. If you've ever watched that level 3 and level 3 plus videos, if people are shooting it with 20-inch XM193, a lot of times it's going through. And if not, you're going to have some very big backface deformation in ceramic plates that are level 3 or level 3 plus rated. But this level 4, almost no backface deformation, a standalone plate. I'm already blown away by its performance, and I know it's just the first round, but let's hit it with a green tip. The next thing we're going to be shooting it with is green tip. Now, you also know if you're trying to punch through armor, green tip is also a great way to go. A little bit heavier, again, flying out of this 20-inch barrel. That is going to be absolutely devastating to traditional armor, but let's see what it does to this armor right here. The next round hit almost right beside the first round, and it did not go through. Now, there's a little bit more backface deformation, but not compared to what it could have been. When you're looking at this bulge in the back, we have to remember that most of the ceramic in this area was gone. So that shows you almost the worst case scenario of some nasty rounds out of a 20-inch barrel hitting side by side, still absolutely stopped it with very minimal backface deformation. Now we're actually going to step it up to a black tip 30-06, and again, we're only shooting at like 15 to 20 yards, so we will see if it can stop that. Again, it's actually rated for one hit of that, and we already have degraded the plate, so this should be an interesting test. 30-06 black tip. If it actually stops this after those two multi-hits, I will be very, very impressed. If it doesn't, we've got another plate to throw up there to do that one standalone shot like it's rated for, but we shall see. Let's go look. The moment of truth. There's the impact. And it absolutely stopped it, even after those other hits. Now, granted, the backface deformation is pretty pronounced, but it's very pronounced in one location on the impact. You can see that the plate itself is actually holding its form and its shape incredibly well, especially for the rounds we've been using against it. And to test multi-strike capability, I'm going to be hitting it with the AR a few more times. So 3 more hits, we are losing a dramatic amount of ceramic, but it stopped all of it, and the backface deformation is very minimal. You can see that this plate does an insane job of holding its form, stopping fast flying rounds, and doing a great job of protecting you. I could possibly think of anything else besides a 50 BMG that you could possibly see out in the real world. This is absolutely awesome, especially at the price. Don't forget that code 704TACTICAL for 10% off your plates. And a huge shout out to BulletSafe for sending this over to the channel for us to try out. All the information, linking, and codes will be in the description below. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a good one.